Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another live stream on American Truck Simulator. Thomas, George, what is up, guys? My day is going fantastic. Beautiful weather outside, about 68 degrees or so. I am not going to be complaining. And today we are back with the Volvo VNL 860, the Globetrotter XL. And we do have this dressed up, well, kind of, you want to say canary yellow, sunshine yellow? Either way, we do have the truck out today, and we do have owned a trailer, but we are renting this one. So we've got a Penske dry van sitting behind us. Right now we are sitting here in Tucson. First load is taking us up to Santa Fe, which is a load of computers. Need to be there tomorrow morning. So without any further waiting, let's climb into the truck, get the good old Cummins ISX 565 fired up, and get moving on down the road. And how is everyone's week going so far? No, we are not a Penske driver. We are leasing the trailer. And I am going to sneak my butt out here into the road because otherwise we are not going to get out of here. There's not a whole lot of trailers that match yellow-wise, so that's why I decided to put a Penske leasing trailer behind us. Train horns on it. If I have not added any engines or anything to that, so it has a train horn similar to Aridas Volvo. No, you guys are not seeing anything. I do have a SpongeBob toy hanging there. And And the truck that we're running today, this is the Gallimum edit, and it's version 2.19, which is the latest version of the truck. If you want to download it, just hop to the SCS forums. Yo, Mello, how's it going today? Great to see ya. Normally, I like trucks color-wise that are a little bit more subdued. I believe this is one of the very few times that I'm running something as bright as this yellow is, but hey, it's time to be a little bit different today. That is awesome to hear. Hey Luke, welcome to today's live stream. Thanks for joining in there on YouTube. Well, that I have to agree with, George. Some trucks do not look good with a certain color, that's for sure. Now, say if you're going for a classic paint style, you're not going to want a bright yellow on a 389 or a W900. But of course, again, that depends on that specific scheme in addition. So everything just varies, really. And the funny part is, with this chrome bumper that we're running on the Volvo, normally for the longest time I did not see them. But as of late, I'm going to say within the last couple of months, I've started seeing more and more of those along Interstate 80 where I live. I am doing fantastic today, Luke. How about yourself? LeVar, what's up? Great to see ya. that's because there's nothing new that I'm really running in today's stream either. We've got the custom 53-foot trailer behind us, the Volvo mod I've had since forever basically, and no new mods today actually. And the newest mod that I do have, I ran it last week, was the International LT. Pretty much since we are running a Penske leasing trailer today, we don't have chrome rims on the trailer. We do have the white painted steel rims. Besides a couple of issues with the speedometer getting off around 60 miles an hour or so, RPM not matching to the truck, actually it was not bad at all. Eventually that mod will be released for free to everybody. Right now, as I had mentioned during Friday's stream, it is a donateware mod. Not Friday, Saturday. Oh my goodness, I can't even remember what the hell I did 3 days ago. I was very surprised for being a Frank Peru mod that it did not kill my FPS more than what it did. And I normally get an FPS drop going through Gallop, and that was just the regular drop that I normally see. Normally his models are so heavy that I lose at least 30% of my FPS just by using one of those mods. These headlights with that V-shaped DRL that they have in those, very reminiscent of the European trucks with that. And other than that, I don't think the truck looks bad at all, to be honest with you. Oh boy, because I'm not paying attention. Yeah, we definitely didn't want to slam into Mr. Container there. is anybody ready for the season premiere of Deadliest Catch tonight? Yeah, right there was a good look at the suspension on the truck. Yes, I did see those screenshots from Rock, Paper, Scissors. So that is going to look amazing. Rock, Paper, Scissors, I'm sorry, Rock, Paper, Shotgun, I believe is what the actual website is. I don't know if we'll ever get a dump truck, LeVar. To be honest with you, I really don't. And I would love if they do, because that would be awesome for local hauling, but I'm not sure if we would ever see it. Now that might be a feature that's coming with 135 is actual season changes. I mean, if that's the case, that would be completely awesome, and that is something that Pavel did mention that he wants to get into the game instead of running in constant summer. Just logging alone, besides having just Oregon, but Oregon and Washington along with chip vans and the ownable log trailer, that is going to be awesome. thought 2018 was going to be a good year, 2019 is literally going to blow it out of the water. More than likely, we're going to be getting 2 states, of course, Washington and Utah. So we're going to square up the map a little bit. No more corridor driving unless you really want to do it. And then on top of that, all the features that we're getting in 1.35. And I'm just like you guys, I am so waiting for the open beta to drop so I can hop to it and get to testing the new features. Oh, you can basically play the game how you want. If you want to be a company driver, you do quick jobs, and simple as that. If you want to be an owner-operator, having your own truck, pulling freight market jobs, boom, there you go. If you want to go the full owner-operator route, which is basically what I do, have your own trailer, have your own truck, and go for it. One thing I would like to see them add in is a little bit more of the, not so much the business side, but more of the maintenance. Every time you repair your truck, of course, it's going to repair all the damage, and you're going to get virgin rubber the whole way around. But what if you don't want to do that? Say you only want to change the oil or something like that. I would like to see that implemented into the game. That's why you start a new profile, George, or have one profile dedicated just to mod testing and betas, and that's exactly what I have. The only features of 135 right now are that I know about are new trailers and then doubles in AI traffic. Other than that, I am in the dark. Are you referring to like load boards and things like that, George? And start bidding on loads and things along that nature? One way to look at that right now is you look at the hard economy mods. That would be one way to do it, although you don't actually bid on the loads, but the payouts are nowhere near of what you get without that mod. So basically this load here is going to pay me $48,000. Running from Tucson to Santa Fe in the real world, you'll be lucky if you make $1,000 on that. agree that's one part of the game that should change, is the way the payouts are made, but then you don't want to make it too boring to where it's going to be forever before you buy your own truck, or actually hacking a profile for money and XP. That depends on the company that you're driving for and what their pay scale is. Now, my brother over the weekend was at Martin headquarters, and they actually threw a party for 50-some guys for reaching 1 million miles accident-free. So pretty much they brought him into the terminal and did everything. They paid for his hotel room, they paid for all of the food, everything. And with the way people drive today, 1 million miles accident-free is still quite the achievement. And very interesting on that note, I was out running around on Saturday. I actually that's why I didn't stream. I actually saw a Walmart company truck, a 5700 EX from Western Star. And I had no idea that they were providing their drivers with Western Stars. No, he didn't get anything special, but if he wants to, he can hop into a new truck every single year. What he got was a very nice leather jacket for the milestone, and also a hat, which he's been wearing proudly, of course. I mean, hell, you reach 1 million miles accident-free, no matter what, that is still amazing to do. That might be where the Western Star came in at then. Hey Bobby, how's it going today? Welcome to the live stream. Let's see, where do they want the wagon? Hey, that's pretty much a straight in. if I can learn how to back up today, that would be even better. Yeah, still quite the rookie here. I'm serpentining when you should not be doing that, especially in this game. Alright, let's see where we can go. And do I want to take used packaging? Nope, I don't. So, let's see what we got here in the global market. Definitely not going back to Tucson. Let's go, how about we do this one? Let's go to Grand Canyon Village. Now, out of that tidbit, we probably won't have any option to pull either used packaging or pallets, but I have not been up there in ages to there, so let's go ahead and grab that one. Well, the day cab drivers definitely slip seat. I don't know about their over-the-road drivers. I know they have been hiring a ton of additional drivers so they can get the companies like US Express or whatever out of their DCs pulling their freight. They're going to want to pull it all themselves. And if this is the Costco that I think it is, we're going to have a pain in the butt getting out of onto the road so we can get back to 25 too. So I hope it's not. That would be the only reason why they're hiring additional drivers for their DCs. I mean, their freight is growing exponentially, and I'm gonna take a good guess they don't want the other companies in there pulling their freight. I do know my brother was on Walmart last week so he could stay around the DC, but the last time he hauled, Walmart was probably about 2 months ago, and he was saying there were Walmart company drivers in there talking about one of the companies that they hired. I was thinking it was US Express, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not quite sure. However, they got that company out of there. Walmart had brought in 10 brand new trailers to that DC in 1 week. 3 of them were destroyed. Yep, and this is the Costco that I was thinking it was going to be at. So with the amount of traffic that's going to be coming out of, well, we're going to go up here and turn right and go into Costco. Coming out of there is going to be a royal pain in the butt. So what I may do is either sneak my way out or turn traffic off and back on just so I can get going. No, he was pulling Walmart trailers. They were destroyed by one of the companies that was in there pulling Walmart freight. I believe it was US Express. Hey Miles, how's it going today? And you guys see there, that's the traffic I was referring to, so more than likely I'm going to shut traffic off and turn it back on just so we can get going. Yeah, because otherwise we're going to sit here forever waiting for traffic to go. So basically this is the easiest way to get going down the road. And if I can actually type, that would be a miracle. There we go. Yeah, that's more of their classic look trailers there, George. Junior, what's up today? Great to see you. I'm not going to go hammer down here because once we get up here, the speed limit is dropping to 65. And of course we got to jump on 40 here, so yeah. And this is like driving through New York City at 3 o'clock in the morning, no traffic. From my experience going into any major city, so that's going to be Philadelphia, New York, Boston, DC, LA, any major city, Dallas, you want to get through there in the middle of the night. If you hit the morning or evening rush hours, forget about it. You're going to be sitting in traffic for hours, and daytime is not so bad, but it can still be a pain in the butt. One of the worst places that I've seen for traffic is actually Atlanta. Back when I was driving 2 days in a row, I got stuck for 2.5 to 3 hours each day in Atlanta rush hour traffic. Chicago was actually way better than Atlanta, if you can figure that one out. Yes, that's the city that they do say that, but going into New York City, the traffic in the middle of the night is nowhere near of what you would run across in the middle of the day. I was running between Columbia, South Carolina, and Montgomery, Alabama. 2 days in a row. I went from Columbia to Montgomery, and then the next day it was Montgomery back to Columbia for the same company. And so taking one thing and then taking one back, 2 days in a row getting stuck there, I was literally frustrated as could be. might have Atlanta beat now, but literally back in the 90s it was still quite bad. And I would guess it's only gotten worse. I was in an FLD 120 at the time, and I was pulling a flatbed at that time, as a matter of fact, so it was a flat top 120. Well, the 379 that I drove, you have to remember, was a company truck, and it's when my brother was pulling covered wagon, and I'm going to say it was typical for a 379. It didn't have straight pipes or anything on it. And yes, I know I was not an employee of the company. I shouldn't have been driving the truck, but without me being there, my brother would have never made his delivery. And that is back when you were running paper logs, and you could actually get away with running a cheat log and then your log that was actually legal. So yeah. You can't do that anymore these days, not with ELDs. Once the government got involved and especially started regulating hours of service, which was still around in the 90s, but they were a little bit more lax back then than they were today. But my goodness, if you still got caught, I mean, they would let you go with maybe an hour or two over your 70 hours over 8 days. Any more these days, they're going to shut you down literally for the entire day. Back then, if you pulled into a weigh station and you were on your way, all you had to do was say, hey, I know I'm out of hours, but there's not a place to park, I need to get to a truck stop. They would let you go. These days, they pull you behind that chicken coop and they will make you sit there. Alexandros, yes, we are playing American Truck Simulator today. It's a game that I normally do play. What the hell are you doing? Oh, that's because those trucks don't have the electronic hookup for the ELD. That's the reason why. I can definitely understand where drivers come from, that the ELD is costing them money, but if they, My brother hasn't had a problem with that per se. So basically, if you know how to manage your time, you will not have any issues. It's the one who like to run illegal and is the ones who are complaining. But that's just my 2 cents into that regards too. So, and everyone's opinion is going to be different. The nice part about the game is you can turn off fatigue simulation and you can run as illegal as you want. As soon as you turn on fatigue simulation, forget it. You're back bound by the hours of service that SCS built into the game. Are they realistic? In ways they are, other ways they're not, but it is what it is. Now, you can still do split drive time there, George. It's just a little bit more of a pain in the butt, especially with ELD. For one thing is you don't have that 15 minutes for a pre-trip and post-trip for each of those, and you don't, when you fuel up, when you do that, you have to show 15 minutes of on-duty time. I mean, that is not in the game. And second is the drive time. I've seen it go from as little as 11 hours to as much as 14. So which model they are using, I have no idea. if you buy a used truck that is that old, make sure you do have a nice little nest for repairs, because they are not cheap. And buying something that old, sorry, I'm all over the place here. Buying something that old, you will not be able to buy that from a dealer, so you're going to be buying that from a private owner. And if the owner was good enough, you will have all of the maintenance records. If not, I mean, basically you've got to take their word on how they maintain the truck. Oh, crap, crap, crap. Get going, get going. And of course, you idiot. Yeah, we're hanging on the railroad tracks. We're gonna have a whole lot of fun if a train comes. And what do you know? Let's see what's gonna happen here. We're probably gonna get thrown around. Maybe we're gonna get lucky and it's on the far track. Nope. Let's see here. Haha, it passed right through. That's amazing. Even though that truck wasn't there and we wouldn't have been hit, I just wanted to see what the heck would happen. Now, if you start running through the gates or whatnot as they're with the red lights on, as soon as they start to come down, if you run into those, boom, you're pretty much hitting an invisible wall. Like that happened there. I believe that gate that was closest to the trailer, of course, did not come down. But I didn't know that the train would actually go through you without causing any damage. Hey Robert, how's it going today? It was a Aerodyne sleeper. Yes, it does. When we first got the lights that were flashing, one of the mods that I used was the True Blue emergency lights. Once Sissel came out with the GTM emergency vehicles, I went with that mod and dropped the True Blue, and I've been using it ever since. And boom. And that is what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you take a turn too fast. And yeah, even though I kind of fixed myself there, you would be calling a tow truck for sure if you did that. Are you kidding me? I did not damage the load. That's amazing. Now see, that just proves to you guys I am not perfect. Never have been, never claimed to be. Hell, if anything, I am more accident prone today than ever. And yes, I remember many a times backing into a dock with my head hanging out the window like this. And of course, went to put on the brakes, and we disconnected the trailer. Go figure. Yeah, that should not have been an excellent delivery. No way in hell. Yeah, why not? Let's go to the Walmart. Another hot load due later on this morning. $12,000 worth. That could have been either or. You never know, that might be one of the features in 1.35. I have no idea what is coming. And I'm just gonna cheat here. Good thing I did. And once that car is there, we're clear. They will, George. As long as they keep making money off the DLCs, they're going to keep adding the states. And that is up to us as game players to vote on if we want more states. The more, the more that you can say, if we're buying the DLCs, they will keep producing them. That's going to be the short gist of it, really. There, Mr. DPS, are you in a hurry? You know, that's the funny part. You get idiots who go flying by you on the interstate or whatnot. And here's the thing: say you're both going to the same places, and this guy goes flying by you. You know how fast they're getting to their location quicker than you? Maybe 30 seconds. So speeding is not worth it. You know that old saying, drive 55, stay alive? Yep, that is true. Oh, so I would love to have the entire lower 48 completed. Basically, that's going to be licensing details. Now, once we get more trucks into the game, we may start getting accessory packs like they have in ETS2 for the Scania and the DAF, and I believe there's actually a Mercedes accessory pack that's going to be coming out very soon for ETS2. I mean, I would love to see those for the W9 and the 389, because people who do own those two specific trucks, they are very customizable. You idiot. Oh, stupid four-wheeler. Are you kidding me? Again. Oh my goodness. I have never rolled the truck twice in this game. Twice during the same stream. My goodness. What the heck is going on with me today? Oh boy, at 94%, we're going to be stalling out. We're probably not going to have our top gear either. Nope, most we can do is 6 low. It's going to take us forever to get down to Phoenix. Wow, that actually sounds funny too. So, as much as I don't want to do this, but we need to call a tow truck. Take us back to Flagstaff. We are going to be late on this load now. Yeah, we are not going to make it down there to Phoenix in 15 minutes. Yeah, we're kind of screwed here. Well, the only way in order for me to get down there on time is to actually fly myself, but I'm not going to do that. Oh, it probably is, George. It probably is. It's more so the stupid AI, why it slammed on its brakes in front of me like that, and I have no idea. If they would have kept going, they would have been fine, and I wouldn't have to avoid them and then slam on my brakes, slamming into a guardrail and pretty much destroying my truck. Yep, I do know that, and I have it always set to max. And it could be that I am just a piss poor driver today too. I said I knew that, and I always have my Jake set to max. Yes, I'm already late. You can quit playing that tone. What do you mean, what mode? And welcome to the stream today, Peter Trucker. Great to see ya. Are you referring to the transmission power mode by chance? Yeah, for the transmission power mode, I basically have it set to normal power. It's not like high power or anything like that. And I try to play the game realistically. And nope, I'm not doing a blindside. Yeah, this is one awful load because of that accident. Holy moly. We only made $5,000 out of that. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Let's go ahead and go to LA, a straight shot across 10. And that works for me, and that way we can park at the garage and call it quits then. You mean the transmission power modes? For the transmission power modes, if you go into the options and then to controls, nope, not controls, we'll be under, is it gameplay? Nope, should be under controls then. This is right here. The adaptive automatic transmission is where you can set this. Since I'm running an H shifter, I do have it disabled. If you're running an automatic, you can change these to high, normal, or economy mode. I appreciate that there, Peter. Well, the truck itself is a real truck. It's the Volvo VNL 860. This is the Globetrotter XL version. The trailer, we're running a Penske leasing trailer today. What the heck is going on with that guy's trailer? Did you see that left turn signal? If you are interested in running this truck mod and you want to download it and you don't have it, navigate to the SCS forums and this will be listed in the mod section. So you would click American Truck Simulator, mods, models, and then trucks, and then you're going to look for a thread that has the Volvo VNL. This is version 2.19, latest version of the truck. Now, also in the real truck, if you look in the mirror there, we've got a little orange triangle flashing that is in the actual Volvo truck. So, and this is pretty much true to life. Hey Martin, how's it going today? Happy birthday to your girlfriend. Hopefully she enjoys her special day. I do hope I'm going to pronounce your name correctly. Melteep, how's it going today? Welcome to the live stream. Well, just remember that story that you had mentioned to me a few days ago about a trucker scaring the hell out of the driver of the bus that you were in. So, yeah, just be very careful. Don't get me wrong, even though it's kind of hard to see going this way, but driving into the sun like this, I love this view. It's not so bad when you're driving into the sun. You've been in the sunlight all day. The worst part is actually if you were driving all night long and then you have to stare into the sun as it rises. Going from night to daytime, oh, it literally destroys my eyesight. Yes, and go figure, I mean, I'm not going to be complaining, but it looks like they are getting more trailers than what we are. Well, equipment is a big thing today, George, because anymore it's not just about having a truck. It is driver retention and driver comfort. So, I mean, any large carrier, they're going to give their trucks a little bit more than what they did. So if that means including refrigerators, which a lot of trucks nowadays are coming with, that is a huge bonus. I don't see how the Tesla is going to catch on, to be honest with you. And the range on that, you're basically going to be looking at local deliveries. It's not built for long haul. And if we're gonna be able to roll down windows here very shortly, that might be a feature that's coming in 135. Having the ability to drop the sun visor would be great too, because once that window comes down, they should be able to get that coded for the sun visor. And just remember, George, if you do go to a trucking school, a good majority of those these days are going to be running automatics. If you take your road test in an automatic, you will have a restriction on your license that you will only be able to drive automatics, just to let you know. Alright, we got a detour here. I wonder if we can go down here, not all the way down to San Diego, and try to get around the other way. Nope, it looks like they have it blocked off there too. Darn it. It looks like we're going down to San Diego and then going up to LA. And it's not going to matter what truck that you drive in the CDL school. That's basically to get your CDL and have your license before you graduate. that's because most of your mega carriers these days are going to automatics, and that's to attract drivers also. A lot of people don't know how to shift a manual transmission, and I mean, it's pretty much the way the industry is going. I mentioned this before, when I play ATS, I do run a manual transmission. The funny part is, when my brother comes home, actually he'll be home Thursday, and he wants to play the game, he doesn't run an automatic, which he drives in the real world. The funny part is watching him try to shift a manual transmission in the game without using the clutch. And let me get clear of this truck here. And this is what you hear. He tries to shift, and that's all he does. He just grinds the hell out of things. That's exactly my thinking also, George, is the schools should teach you how to manually shift a truck. And then if you want to run an automatic, you are able to do that. But if you want to drive a manual, you know how to shift. And back when I went through tractor trailer school, there was no such thing as an automatic. They didn't come out for, the first company that had them was US Express, and they didn't have them until probably about a year I was on the road. But that was the first iteration of automatics, and they were more trouble than what they were worth. And there I go again, almost having an accident because I'm not paying the hell attention. Got enough fuel there for 300 miles, 120 to go to get to destination. I'm not even gonna stop and get fuel. Thomas, how's it going today? Sorry guys, I'm looking over at my tower. I was having some of my LED lights going in and out on me. I'm not sure what's going on there. That's why my camera keeps going there. I'll go ahead and get a look at that after I am done streaming. You're gonna need a permit to even drive the trucks. I don't believe it's mandatory to go to a school. Say you want to go to a mega carrier and get your CDL through them. Make sure that you have your permit before you go. They will train you and do all of your road testing. Oh yeah, it was about 68 here today. I was not complaining whatsoever. Tomorrow it's supposed to be rainy. We're not supposed to get any snow. Knock on wood. Now, are you further up in New England, like northern New York or something like that? Yeah, because I don't believe, from what I saw weather-wise, now if you're in the Midwest or like the Great Lake region, there's a chance of that, of course. know, today it's like the Rockies is getting it. I believe it might be tomorrow in the Midwest and then moving into New England. That's right, I stupid forgot, darn it. Where in the heck is my head at? You know, the funny part is I'm leaving in about 3 weeks for Vegas. It's going to be interesting if we run into a blizzard going out there. Yeah, you're probably not so concerned about the snow, but the wind. And normally what we're doing is, it's probably going to be the same as the last time. Run Interstate 80 out to the western side of Nebraska, and then cut down through Colorado, go through Denver and Aspen, and then as we get closer, we'll actually go down into Kingman and then come back up into Vegas. Or it could be to where we will go into Nevada on the north side of Vegas and then run down into that way, going past the Las Vegas Motor Speedway and everything on that side of town at least. It all depends on the time and what else. If we're going to be out into Vegas, say like midday on Sunday, chances are we are probably going to stop by the Hoover Dam and do some sightseeing. It's been a while since I've been in something that bad, that's for sure. That was a coal bucket that I drove, so it was a single stack. I do want to thank you guys for watching today's live stream. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you leave a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. And then if you want a notification every time I do upload a video or go live, make sure you enable those by then clicking on the gray bell. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday nights. As always, keep that shiny side up, and we'll catch you on the flip-flop.